All right, game number 2 just about to get underway. Carson-Newman takes the first game 7-1 and will try to go for the sweep of this doubleheader. It's Riley Sykes getting the start in the circle for Carson-Newman in this second game. And her first pitch is lined into left field, and just like that, we are quickly underway. A leadoff single on the first pitch of the contest. It's a base hit for Lacey Lewis. So Lewis starts things off with a single. She'll be followed by Privet, and then Raines will hit in the 3 spot. Klein will move up to the 4 spot. Thompson 5. McCraw 6. Here's a bunt attempt. Matasovsky will field and throw to first with Holt covering. And that's the first out. So a sacrifice bunt from Privet. 2 pitches, 1 out. Quickly, we've got our first. It's a 6-4 putout. Check that, 5-4 putout. And now it's Courtney Raines. Courtney Raines earlier today with a 1-for-3 performance. The second baseman steps in for the first time here in game 2, and it takes a big hack and swings and misses. For strike number 1. First time now that Sykes will throw multiple pitches in an at-bat. 192 strikeouts for the freshman from Powell, Tennessee in 18 games as a junior in 2021. Worked 56 innings in the circle, was 5-0. Here's a foul ball, and it's quickly 0-2 on Raines. So Sykes gets the ball here in game number 2. Another freshman getting the start for Michael Graves' team. This afternoon. 0-2, taken for ball 1. Lewis standing at second base with an out here in the first. Pitch outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, after a good start from Sykes, she falls behind with back-to-back pitches that miss away. Two balls, 2 strikes with an out in the first. The pitch. Again, just a little bit outside, and the count runs full to Courtney Raines. Continues to be an overcast day here in Jefferson City, with no precipitation really to speak of. Here's a flare into shallow right. It's Carmen Holt ranging back to make the leaping catch for the second out. Looked like it was going to drop in between her and Mary Robbins, who the right fielder was coming on, but Holt does a good job, the defensive second baseman, able to backpedal and make the catch over the shoulder for the second out to retire Raines. Left to right in the outfield, Mary Vandergrift moves from right to left here in game 2. She's the left fielder. Sienna Cameron is the center fielder. Mary Robbins is in right. The infield has Matasovsky at third, Dye at short. Carmen Holt at second base. Macy Hughes at first. And behind the plate today in game 2 for Carson-Newman is Kennedy Warder, a sophomore catcher transfer from Eastern Kentucky. Gets the start here in game 2. First pitch was a swing and a miss from Morgan Klein. Next one in, outside, ball 1. Klein a good day at the plate in game number 1. Recorded a hit in 3 at-bats. did the 5'11 freshman from Newport News, Virginia. 1-1 from Sykes. A late swing and a miss from Klein. She's fallen behind at a ball and 2 strikes. Sykes back into the circle. We're going to escape this first inning unscathed. Nearly got Klein to chase at a high pitch. Instead, it's ball 2. The wind and the 2-2. Line into right field, base hit. Robbins fields it off a couple of hops. Her throw in is cut off by Holt, and the runner, Lewis, holds at third. So Klein takes a fastball the other way, her second hit of the year, and there's runners on the corners with 2 outs here in the first. Good piece of hitting that time from Klein, and that brings Sarah Thompson to the plate. Thompson hitting the 3 spot in game 1 was 0 for 3, and Coach Morris elects to push her back to the 5 spot, and now she's set up with an opportunity to drive in some runs with 2 outs. She'll take a first pitch strike from the freshman Riley Sykes. The 0-1 offering. And there, strike 2 on Thompson. So a couple of called strikes. And Concord's third baseman Thompson is behind in the count. A look in for the freshman to her fellow sophomore catcher, and the 0-2. Outside, waste pitch, but secured by the catcher Whaley, or Warder I should say. Kennedy Warder, that is, behind the plate. Sure-handed back there. Able to not allow that ball to get by for a wild pitch. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 gone in the first. The pitch. Knocked foul. Just over top of us here in the press box along the first base side. And the count remains at a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2, and Thompson takes a healthy hack at it and fouls another one back. Sykes looks back in. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. 2 hits in the inning for Concord. Can they manage a run here in the inning? Lewis at third and Klein at first. Base hit scores at least 1. A look in, and the 1-2. Just outside. A good location on the pitch from Sykes, but it misses outside. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top half of the first inning. The wind and another 2-2. Breaking ball, slap to Dyatt. Short, she'll throw on to Holt, who's standing at second base for the force down, and Carson-Newman is able to get out of the inning. Concord strands 2 after a 2-hit first inning. No runs, no errors. To the bottom half of the first, Carson-Newman to the plate for the first time here in Game 2. After this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Back for the bottom half of the first inning, and the pitcher for Concord here in Game 2 is Nancy Jo Roberts. The junior from Saltville, Virginia, delivers a first pitch to Sienna Cameron, who taps it foul for strike number 1. Nancy Jo Roberts making her first appearance with Concord, a junior transfer. Pitch in to Cameron is outside, ball 1. So Cameron gets the start in center field once again in the leadoff spot, followed by Mary Robbins and then Macy Hughes. And this is slapped into center field for a leadoff single. That was the theme for Carson-Newman in Game 1. 5 of the 6 times they went to the plate, they were able to get the first batter of the inning on base. And they continue that here into Game number 2. Cameron slaps one into center field for a leadoff single, her first hit of the year. And now Mary Robbins. Robbins shows bunt, lays it down, and it's going to be a base hit. It gets through Thompson and then gets by Roberts. It's an infield bunt single for Mary Robbins. And just like that, in back-to-back pitches, back-to-back singles, and Cameron and Robbins are aboard. A well-placed bunt from Carson-Newman's right fielder, Robbins. Ball was placed in a spot where Thompson couldn't get to it, and the pitcher, Roberts, had cleared way for Thompson to get it. And it split the two. And went all the way to the shortstop, Lacey Lewis. So 2 on, no one out here in the bottom half of the first. Macy Hughes shows bunt, pulls it back and takes a ball. Ball and no strikes to Hughes, who had 1 hit, an RBI base hit in the 6th inning in the game earlier today. 1-0 offering low into the turf, ball 2. An ideal start for Carson-Newman here in Game number 2. Outside, ball 3. Roberts trying to battle back after 3 straight balls, and she'll throw a 4th straight. And just like that, 8 pitches into the game, the bases are loaded. Adversity for Concord early, and important, meaningful pitches to come from Nancy Jo Roberts with the bases loaded. 4-pitch walk gives way to Carson-Newman's designated player, Macaulay Bailey. First pitch to Bailey, a ball. Struggle to find the zone right now for Roberts. Bailey hits one down the third base line. It's a fair ball. 1 run is in. A 2nd run is in. Rounding third is Hughes. She will score. It's a 3-run RBI double for Macaulay Bailey. A rope down the third base line that just stayed inside the third base bag. Scores 3 runs. And just like that, Carson-Newman is up 3-0. Bailey had 3 hits in the opener. Picks up where she left off in game number 1 to drive in 3 runs. Hughes, Robbins, Cameron score. Pitch in to Dye is a ball. Here's a strike to Dye. Runner at second, a ball and a strike on Hayden Dye. Shortstop batting in the 5 spot again. Fouls one out of play, ball and 2 strikes. The leadoff single from Sienna Cameron. Robbins with the perfectly placed bunt for an infield single. Set up the 3-run double after the eventual walk as Dye lifts one to center. An easy routine catch for Kayla McCraw. That's the first out of the game for Concord defensively. Campbell in left once again. McCraw is in center field. And in right field is Delaney Folk for Concord in the outfield. First pitch to Matejovsky is a ball. The infield, Thompson at third, Lewis at short, Rains at second, Privet at first, and then behind the plate is Morgan Gleason to get the start, freshman from Maryland. Ball on a strike with 1 out in the first. Skovsky lifts one foul. She has 2 strikes now on her. Maddie Sovsky had the home run earlier today, drove in 3 of Carson-Newman's 7 runs in the victory in game number 1, a 2-hit performance. As she takes a ball low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. An ideal first inning for Michael Graves' team, thanks to the bat of Macaulay Bailey. 2-2. Bounced in, blocked well by Gleason to not allow Bailey to advance from second base, and the count runs full. Three-two. Waiting on it and lining it into center is Makovsky. It's a base hit. Bailey moves to third, and it's the 3rd hit of the day for the transfer from East Connecticut State. Brooke Matasovsky with 2 hits earlier today and starts game 2 here in her first plate appearance with a line drive single to center. And just like that, 2 more runners are aboard in the first, and still just 1 out. First pitch swinging a foul ball here from the catcher Kennedy Warder for strike number 1. Pitch inside, ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Warder appeared in 39 games last year for Carson-Newman, 30 starts at catcher, hitting .248 with 5 doubles, a pair of triples, and home runs. There's a foul tip, and the umpire behind the dish took one off the leg there. He'll walk it off. Just second strike on Warder. We'll give him a second to regroup after that foul ball. Fun fact, last year Carson-Newman was 10-0, undefeated when Kennedy scored a run. Her best game at the plate was a 4-hit performance against Erskine, and then she drove in 4 runs a week later against North Greenville. And she was a very good defensive catcher as well, catching 10 runners stealing last season. Started her career at Eastern Kentucky, redshirted for a team that won the OVC before transferring to Carson-Newman. Pitch missed outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Carson-Newman's catcher. With runners on the corners and 1 out, the pitch from Roberts is tapped foul. Keeps the count at 2-2. There were moments in game one that Carson-Newman probably could have exploded for more runs than it scored and maybe run rule Concord. Instead, the Mountain Lions hung around, but so far in this first inning, Carson-Newman has its foot on the gas pedal, looking for more runs as Warder pops one up in foul ground. Catch is made by the first baseman, Privet, for the second out. Two outs, still two on, and Mary Vandergrift steps in for the Eagles. She is sitting in the 8th spot here in game number 2. Carmen Holt will round the lineup out and bat after Vandergrift. First pitch, ball 1. Vandergrift hits one back up the middle, base hit. RBI single for Mary Vandergrift, her first hit and first run batted in of 2023. The preseason first-team All-South Atlantic Conference outfielder drives in Carson-Newman's 4th run of the inning to extend the lead to 4-0. Got a pitch she liked and sent it right back up the middle. And now Carson-Newman will indeed bat around here in the first inning as Carmen Holt steps in and takes ball 1. Bailey scores from third. Maniskovsky moves up to second on the single. Foul ball back to even up the count of the ball on a strike. Pitch count going to reach 30 for the right-hander Nancy Jo Roberts in her first appearance with Concord. Not going the way she envisioned it so far. Holt grounds one foul, and she has 2 strikes now. A better performance here, at least in game number 1 for the Eagles, who for a majority of that first game was really just feasting off of walks and hit by pitches to get runners aboard. A 5-hit first inning. For the Eagles to score 4 first-inning runs and still a chance to add more here. 1-2 to Holt. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. But Carson-Newman scores 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors in the inning. To the second, Carson-Newman's got a 4-0 advantage here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Well, freshman Riley Sykes will have a 4-run cushion to work with in the second inning, thanks to the bats getting going early. Eagles bat around and score 4 on 5 base hits in the first inning. So Concord to the plate with a deficit, 6-7-8. McCraw, Gleason, Folk due up for Alyssa Morris's team. Here's a pop fly. Foul ground. Hughes will give it a look, and she hauls it in. How about Macy Hughes in foul ground? Able to recognize where the fence was, ranges over, and makes the grab to retire McCraw. Good play there from the first baseman, Hughes. Junior from Corrington, Tennessee, comes up with the play. One gone. And now Gleason, the catcher, will let the first pitch go by for ball one. Ball and a strike with an out here in the second. 7-hitter Gleason at the plate. A big swing and a miss for strike one. To Kennedy Gleason, or Morgan Gleason, I should say. 5'9" freshman. Getting her first action of 2023.
Domino's Pizza and Jeff.
1-1, fouled back, strike two. Back into the circle is the freshman Sykes, getting ready for a 1-2 pitch to Concord's catcher Gleason. Ball bounced in, and it's 2-1. Or 2-2, I should say. If you're wondering the score of Carson-Newman baseball against Mars Hill, it's a 9-5 advantage for the Eagles over Mars Hill in the bottom of the sixth inning. Pitch runs upstairs, and the count runs full. Just getting started on this busy Wednesday to kick off February. Carson-Newman women's basketball and men's basketball in action tonight. Things will start inside Holt Fieldhouse at 5:30. Pop-up infield, foul ground, Hughes ranging over. She's under it and hauls it in. So two pop flies in foul ground, both caught by Hughes for the two outs here in the second. And that'll bring in Delaney Folk, the right fielder. Gleason and Folk hitting 7 and 8. Neither played in game one for Alyssa Morris's team, but getting opportunities here in game number two. First pitch in, and a strike. Sykes a look into her catcher, Warder. And the one offering is slammed out to right center field. Cameron on the run, can't make the diving catch. Ball runs up against the wall. Robbins hits Holt, who throws to third, not in time, and it's a two-out triple for Delaney Folk. Delaney Folk rips one to right center field. A tough play for Cameron to make. She gave it all she had with the diving effort, but Folk watches it drop in for a base hit, uses her speed and gets all the way to third, and two-out life here for Concord and Amani Campbell to the plate. Sykes will work with a runner on third base as Campbell takes a strike. A 1 pitch to the left-handed hitting Campbell. Another strike. One thing Sykes has done pretty well. She's been able to get ahead of hitters here early on. Has also commanded the zone relatively well. Despite 3 hits so far, she's been able to work ahead and set herself up for a good opportunity to get the final out here. 0-2 to Campbell is tapped foul. Campbell a couple of hits in game number 1 today. Hitting out of that 9 spot was a factor to help set the tone back to the top of the order. This pitch misses outside, and it's ball one. It's what you want from a player toward the bottom of the batting order. Try to turn things over. Essentially, sometimes could be a second leadoff hitter. And that's what Campbell was able to provide earlier today. Trying to drive in a run here as she slaps one foul to stay alive. One ball and two strikes, 2 outs in the top half of the second, and a runner at third. The pitch, ground ball, diving stop. Mataskovsky from their knees in time. A run-saving play from Carson-Newman's third baseman keeps Concord off the scoreboard. A diving stop by the third baseman, Mataskovsky, and the Eagles blank the Mountain Lions. Again, a 4-0 lead for Carson-Newman as we head to the bottom of the second here on the Eagles Sports Network.
I get my power from my co-op so I can put my energy into my family.
Into waking up the neighborhood. Latte for Christine.
I get my power from the co-op so I can put my energy into planting seeds for a brighter future.
Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, power to your community, for your community, so your energy can go into the things that matter most to you.
My 69 Camaro.
Who powers you?
AEC, the right call for your energy needs. Let us help you score success.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Back for the bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Sienna Cameron is a ball low. Starting the second inning off with the top of the order after the Eagles batted around in inning number 1 to score 4 runs. Cameron slaps one on the ground left side. Lewis fields and throws on to first to get Cameron for the opening out, or the first out of this bottom of the second inning. That'll bring in Mary Robbins to the plate. First pitch to Robbins, a strike. She was able to bunt on the first pitch she saw for an infield single and later scored on Macaulay Bailey's 3-run double. Robbins smacks one foul. Well, out in front of that pitch was the right fielder. The count is 0-2 quickly. Oh, 2 pitch to Robbins outside for ball 1. See how Nancy Jo Roberts responds after the 4-run first, allowing 5 hits and facing this entire Eagles order. Can she respond like Bauer did in the third in game number 1 to give Concord some innings, some good innings, and some solid work to keep this team within striking distance? They're going to need offense at some point. They've only scored 1 run in the total of 9 innings played so far. As Robbins hits one well to left, is it going to stay fair? It's not. It one hops up against the fence, foul. Robbins again all over the pitch from Nancy Jo Roberts, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Robbins goes down swinging. Roberts has her second strikeout. And there's 2 outs. A better start here for Concord in this second inning. Able to get the first 2 Carson-Newman hitters out here in the second. And that'll bring Macy Hughes to the plate. Ground ball right side. Hughes has got her first hit of game 2. A ground ball single through the right side into right field for a base hit. Her second hit of the day and for the season. A 2-out knock will bring Macaulay Bailey to the plate. Pitch to Bailey. First pitch swinging. It's a flare to right center. It'll be McCraw calling off the right fielder to make the catch. That was Folk who was called off for McCraw to make the catch. 2-out single for Hughes. She's stranded at first base. We're through 2. It's Carson-Newman 4, Concord 0.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back for the top of the third, Riley Sykes with 2 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, but no runs to this point. And she'll go through the Concord order for the second time as the top of the order back due up for the Mountain Lions. Lacey Lewis, Julie Privet, and Courtney Raines due to the plate for the Mountain Lions. First pitch to Lewis is a ball low. So Michael Graves getting a look at a couple of new arms. Again, Sarah King no longer on the roster. She is on the coaching staff helping this team and this young pitching staff, but that's the big void from last year's team. You lose, really, is King's ability in the circle, but going the distance earlier today was Riley Gaddis, and Sykes has looked pretty good so far in the opener for her. Both freshmen. And through 9 innings today, Carson-Newman's not allowed an earned run. The only run was an unearned run because of an error, as this ball's fisted back up the middle for a base hit. So Lewis with 2 plate appearances and 2 singles in her 2 tries at the plate here in Game 2, and the leadoff player is aboard for the Mountain Lions. Similar start to the first inning when Lewis was able to single, but she was stranded at third. Infield creeps in a little bit with Privet at the plate, and she'll swing and foul the first pitch off. And out of play. Eagles have a busy weekend ahead. They'll take on Georgia College and Fort Valley State on Friday before wrapping up their trip to Georgia against Emmanuel at 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. on Saturday. Eagles won't be back at home till shorter. Check that Erskine on the 17th. 1-1. Fouled back in the same spot the previous pitch was fouled away. And there's 2 strikes on Privet. Was looking at the calendar wrong. That Erskine game is a road game. Next true home game for Carson-Newman is not until March 1st. Long time in between home games. The Eagles travel to Milledgeville, Georgia this weekend, and then Albertsville, Alabama for the Charger chill out the following weekend. They'll head to the Bearcat Fleet Invitational the weekend of the 17th and the 18th. Take on Mars Hill in a midweek doubleheader on the 22nd of February. Another pitch fouled back by Privet. And then that final weekend of February, they'll head to the NFCA Division II Leadoff Classic in Columbus, Georgia for a 5-game weekend against some quality teams before coming back and hosting Coker on March 1st in a doubleheader, and then Leeds McRae in a doubleheader 2 days later. So a whole month off away from the Vic for Michael Greaves' team. But a good warm-up game here against Concord, even if it's not very warm outside. They're getting to see some of the new talent that Coach Graves has brought into this team. A mixture of transfers and freshmen that have made an impact. 2-2 pitches high, and the count runs full. Good at bat here from Jolie Privet, who is still looking for her first hit of the year. Went 0 for 3 earlier today and had a sacrifice bunt in her first plate appearance in this game. 3-2 is hit out towards center. Cameron on the run, ranging to her right. Able to make the catch, and that's the first out. Courtney Rains to the plate. A pop out for her. Back in the first inning. Runner at first, 1 out here in the third. Line drive right to Matuskovsky. She'll throw to first. Not in time. Hughes' diving effort to not allow that ball to get by her. But back safely is Lewis, and there's 2 outs. Once again, another solid play from Brooke Matuskovsky at third base. She's made a couple of neat defensive plays. Has driven in 3 runs today. Once again, shows that she can use her mid as well, as Klein fouls one off for strike 1. Klein takes 4 ball 1. 2 hits on the day for Klein. Trying to extend this third inning for the Mountain Lions. Trailing 4-0. They've only scored 1 run in 9+ innings today. 1-1's another swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ball in 2 strikes with 2 outs in the third, and Carson-Newman ahead 4-0. A look in from Sykes on the pitch. Low breaking ball. Blocked well by Warder. Moves the count to a pair of balls and a pair of strikes. Lewis stuck at first after the leadoff single to center. 2-2 to Klein. Fouled off. Down the right field line and out of play. Long look in from the freshman, and another 2-2. Check swing from Klein did not go around, and the count moves to 3-2. Runner will be going on the pitch with a 3-2 count and 2 outs. Eagles looking for another scoreless frame. Klein lines one into right field. Robbins on the run, has it fall out of her mitt. It's a fair ball. Klein's going to get to second. The throw home from Holt not in time. And it's a 2-out RBI double for Morgan Klein. Mary Robbins was right on the right field line. Got her mid on it. Just could not secure it on the run. And it allows Concord to strike for the first time in game number 2. It's 4-1. Klein has driven in both runs today. One in game 1 and now one here in game 2 for the Mountain Lions. And that gives way to Sarah Thompson. Still searching for her first hit of the day. First pitch bounced in for ball 1. Sykes gives up the first earned run of the year for Carson-Newman's pitching staff. On the well-hit ball from Klein to right. Tough play. Won't go down as an error for Robbins, but one that she probably could have made. But certainly a tough and difficult play for her to make on the run. Thompson takes a strike. Lewis and Klein have really been the offense in the early going for the Mountain Lions. They've got 4 of the 5 hits. They've finally been able to connect, and Klein drives in Lewis to get the Mountain Lions on the board. And now a favorable hitters count for Thompson at 2-1. As Mortar goes out to talk with her freshman pitcher, Riley Sykes, trying to get out of this third inning. Get the Eagles back to the plate. Pitch runs away and outside, and nearly a wild pitch. And it's 3-1. That's a strike. Good pitch from Sykes. Thompson decided to stay away from the 3-1 offering. The count is full. Back-to-back batters that Sykes will have to go to a full count with. Can she win this battle? Lost it to Klein after the double to right field. Has an opportunity to get Thompson here. 3-2. Fouled back. Concord's done a better job hitting-wise in this second game of forcing the pitcher for Carson-Newman to go deep into counts. There are only 4 times in game number 1 that a Concord hitter worked the count to a 3-ball situation. Credit Gaddis for Carson-Newman for not issuing too many balls, but also to Concord's hitters for not working the count enough. A flare to right, Robbins charging in, casually makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But Klein is stranded at second base, but not before her RBI double to right. It's 4-1 as Carson-Newman heads back to the plate, leading by 3 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Eagles back to the plate, leading 4-1 here at the Vic. Andrew Rogers, glad to have you alongside here on the Eagles Sports Network. And on Flow Sports, 4-1 the lead for Carson-Newman, and due up first is Hayden Dye. She flew out back in the first inning in her first plate appearance. Ball one. Ground ball left side. Lewis, a couple of crow hops and a throw to first in time for out number one. Dye is 0 for 2. And there's one out in the third. First pitch to Manisovsky is a ball. Second one's a strike. Really productive day for the third baseman. She's drove in 3 runs and has 3 hits in her 5 tries at the dish. Chased a breaking ball here from Nancy Jo Roberts, and there's 2 strikes. Pop up in the infield, second base side. It's the second baseman, Rains, to make the catch. A pop out is the second out of the third. So Nancy Jo Roberts, after the 4-run first, is an out away from back-to-back scoreless innings. Good response from the right-handed pitcher. There is plenty of action in Concord's bullpen. They've got 2 arms loosening, both of whom have been warming up about 10-plus minutes or so. Here's a ground ball left side. Nice snag from Thompson to throw across the diamond in time. How about that? 1, 2, 3, go the Eagles. Nancy Jo Roberts induces a 2 ground ball outs and a pop out to end the third. We're through 3. It's 4-1 Eagles here on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe a new electric heat pump or a new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We've got a quality contractor network, easy financing, and ANC inspects every job to assure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aecoop.org for application, contractor list, and more details. AEC, we're power with purpose.
to the fourth inning here at the Vic. 4-1 is the score. Carson-Newman ahead of the Concord Mountain Lions. If you're just joining us, Game 1 was played earlier this afternoon. Carson-Newman won 7-1, got off to a 2-run lead after one inning. Mountain Lions responded for a run in the second. The Eagles poured 3 on in the third to lead 5-1, and then used 2 more runs in the sixth to help create separation and hold on for a 7-1 victory. Freshman Riley Gaddis had a complete game performance in the circle. 7 innings, 5 hits, a run. It was unearned, and 3 strikeouts. She did not walk a batter either. The only blemish really for the Eagles was the 2 errors in the outfield. It's the only thing they really struggled with. They were fine at the plate and had good pitching from Gaddis. They just made a few errors in the field, one that eventually led to the run for the Mountain Lions. It's the first pitch to the leadoff hitter, Kayla McCraw, is a ball. McCraw, 1 hit and 4 plate appearances today, including the game earlier today. Takes a strike now. Swing and a miss from the center fielder for strike 2. Long looking for Sykes, and the 1-2 offering to McCraw. Blocked at the plate by Warder and taken for ball 2. Still a relatively chilly afternoon here in Mossy Creek. Low 40s to high 30s on the 1st of February. Foul tip back to the backstop by McCraw to stay alive. Here to kick off this 4th inning. Six hits, 4 runs for Carson-Newman, 1 run for Concord on 5 hits so far. A 1-2 again. Check that, a 2-2. Now it's 3-2 to McCraw. Gleason and Folk to come here in the 4th inning. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3. First strikeout of Riley Sykes' career is a called strike 3 on McCraw, who goes down looking for the first out of the 4th. First strikeout for the freshman Sykes. And it comes on the center fielder McCraw. Now Morgan Gleason to the plate. This is 6, 7, 8 in the batting order for the Mountain Lions as Gleason takes outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. There's a ball hit foul off to the right side. Mountain Lions have been able to manage the 5 hits as mentioned. They've left 4 runners on board though. And really, the key gaps for this Mountain Lions team is Lewis is 2 for 2 in the 1 spot in the order. Klein is 2 for 2. She's batting 4th. And the hitters between them are 0 for 4. And the hitters after Klein until Folks base hit, she's on deck, are a combined 0 for 5. So you haven't really gotten anything from anybody other than Lacey Lewis and Morgan Klein here in Game 2. If you can get one other player at some point in this order when those two have been able to be effective, it'd be a totally different ball game than a 4-1 deficit right now. 1-2 pitch. Sails high for ball 2. Count even at a 2-ball, 2-strike count with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Hanging breaking ball, head out toward left. Vandergriff ranges to her left, hauls it in, and that's the second out. Sykes looking for her first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Has allowed at least a base runner in each of the first 3 innings and is then out and away here from completing a 1-2-3 inning. This is the same part of the order she faced in the second and then allowed the 2-out hit to Delaney Falk, who was at the plate. That was a triple for Falk back with 2 outs in the second. First pitch in there for a strike. Changed the speed on Falk that time, who may have been sitting first pitch. As she was last time, had a first pitch set into right field for that triple. That time, Sykes went to the slow stuff to change the speed for strike one. Now the 0-1 when it goes to the fastball, and Falk's behind at 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The first 1-2-3 inning for Sykes and the Eagles, and she records her first 2 Ks of her Carson-Newman career. To the bottom of the 4th, the Eagles lead it by 3, but want some more runs in the bottom half of the 4th. Find out if they can get more going offensively after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeandeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeandeagles.com today.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
First pitch swinging is Carson-Newman's left fielder Vandergriff, who's going to ground out to third. Good play from Thompson across the diamond, and we're quickly underway in the bottom of the 4th. Vandergriff retired for the first time here in game number 2. And that is 5 in a row recorded outs for Nancy Jo Roberts, who has thrown 2 pitches and has 2 outs. A pop out to the first baseman, Privet, for the second out. How about that? No time to introduce who's going to bat, who's doing what. Couple of pitches, couple of swings, couple of outs as Carmen Holt pops out, and now it's Sienna Cameron to the plate. If you're just joining us, the Eagles got the scoring started with the bases loaded, nobody out in the first. Macaulay Bailey, 3-run double down the left field line, scored Hughes, Robbins, Cameron to make it 3-0. Vandergriff singled to center to make it 4-0. How about a 3-pitch inning for Nancy Jo Roberts? Carson-Newman says we're just going to swing at all 3. There's too many athletic events going on today, so we're going to try to get up out of here. It's a 3-pitch inning for Nancy Jo Roberts. She's retired 7 in a row. We'll head to the 5th, 4-1 Carson-Newman here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
No time for Carson-Newman to rest. A 3-pitch fourth inning for Nancy Jo Roberts. Puts Carson-Newman back in the field defensively. As Riley Sykes goes back out there to work here in the fifth inning. A 4-1 advantage for the Eagles. Looks like we're waiting for something here. Haven't thrown down yet. Be an outfielder. Yeah, we're waiting for an outfielder to go out there for Carson-Newman. Only got 2 outfielders in the game. The inning was so quick in the bottom half of the fourth. Eagles were not ready to go back out there for the fifth. Could be a change coming here for Carson-Newman as well. And let's see. That is Brooke Taylor, another freshman running onto the field. She'll play right field. I don't see Mary Robbins out there, so I'm thinking Robbins is done for the game. Looks like Abby Martin might be in center field as well. (9-1-2) for Concord. Amani Campbell will lead it off. A couple of hits for her in game number 1. Checks her swing, pulls back the bunt attempt, and takes a strike. Lefty Campbell swings and misses. Strike 2. Sykes ahead, no balls, 2 strikes to open up the fifth. And a 4-1 game in favor of Carson-Newman. Campbell fouls one back straight. Count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Well, similar to game number 1, offense was there and then it cooled off for a little bit. Had that middle inning stretch where nobody scored and has that feel to it here as Campbell is going to slap one foul off to the left side. Keep the count at 0-2. Back-to-back foul balls from the Mountain Lions left fielder Campbell. Line in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nope, foul tip. Just a piece of it did Campbell get. That's 3 consecutive foul balls after falling behind at 0-2. Sykes back into the circle, looking into her catcher, Warder. In the 0-2, Campbell slaps one left side. Vandergriff on the run, a sliding catch. Harry Vandergriff with a highlight play out there in left field, sliding in to record the first out of the fifth. Riley Sykes has settled in after giving up a run in the third inning. She's retired 5 in a row. The first out of the third, the final out of the third inning, 1, 2, 3 in the fourth, and the first out here of the fifth for the freshman from Powell, Tennessee. First pitch to Lewis is a strike. Lewis has had Sykes' number so far, 2 for 2. In 5 plate appearances for the shortstop today, she's got 3 hits. It's been solid at the top of this order. Hit 5th in game 1. Melissa Morris moves her up to the leadoff spot, and she's delivered in that top spot with a multi-hit afternoon. Balls behind here, no balls and 2 strikes. Yet again, Sykes works ahead of a Concord hitter. Pitch. And on the hands, fouled back. Another 0-2. High fastball probably was going to be ball 1, but Lewis fights off another pitch from Sykes and fouls it back. Even though the Mountain Lions have only managed 1 run in game 2, it seems as if they have battled more and have been more effective in some plate appearances against Sykes than they were against Gaddis. It seemed like Gaddis pretty much had her way and didn't really have to work deep into too many counts with some of the Mountain Lions hitters. But today, in Game 2 specifically, Concord has battled, and 3 straight foul balls here from Lewis, similar to what Campbell did to open up this 5th inning. Running the freshman's pitch count above 70 here into the 5th. Sykes finally misses. Pitch runs outside. A ball and 2 strikes. With 1 gone here in the 5th. Top of the order in Lewis at the plate with Privet to follow. Line drive, base hit. A high fastball driven into right center field, and the ball will roll all the way to the wall. The freshman Brooke Taylor misses the cutoff, but it won't allow Lewis to advance. How about the afternoon from Lacey Lewis? 3 plate appearances, 3 hits, 2 singles, and now a 1-out double here in the 5th. It's a well-earned double, too. Seeing several pitches will eventually work and earn that base hit. And with 2 outs, or with 1 out in the 5th, a runner at second base for the Mountain Lions, trying to chip away at this 3-run Carson-Newman lead. In the opening games for these 2 teams, a strike to Jolie Privet. Still looking for her first base hit and first time on base this afternoon. 0 for 4 with a sacrifice in the 2 games combined today. Pitch 80 was a strike. Pitch 81 is sent out toward the left. Vandergrift gives it a chance, but it's going to hit off the batting cages along the left field side and out of play. Another chance for Sykes to work ahead. Another no ball, 2 strike situation here in the 5th inning. First 3 hitters to the plate have all faced and fallen behind at 0-2 against the freshman pitcher. 0-2 fastball upstairs. Mountain Lions got what they wanted from Nancy Jo Roberts for her to settle in after the 4-run first inning she has with 3 scoreless frames. Can the offense figure it out? Not that time. Privet down looking. Sykes has her 3rd strikeout. And that's the second out of the 5th. Roberts is giving the Mountain Lions a chance to creep back into this game, but the offense has not been there for the Mountain Lions in a few crucial moments despite 6 hits. Raines swings at the first pitch and fouls it off on a play down the right side. 4 strike 1. Have to love the command that Sykes has had, especially here in this 5th inning. Being able to work ahead and has only thrown 1 ball in this entire 5th inning. He's been in control and has worked ahead of these Mountain Lions hitters, and for the 4th consecutive time in this inning is going to be ahead 0-2. The ball's in 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second base. In a 4-1 game. 0-2, grounded softly left side, fielded cleanly by Manisovsky. She'll throw across to Hughes to end the inning. Concord gets 1 hit, leaves 1 stranded, and does not score for the 2nd consecutive inning. To the bottom of the 5th, Eagles looking for a couple of insurance runs, leading 4-1 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Back for the bottom of the 5th, a 4-1 game. And Brooke Taylor will get the opportunity to bat for the first time in her Carson-Newman career. Freshman will swing from the left side. Came in and replaced Robbins to play right field. 1 change for Concord. Privet will exit as Sarah Thompson moves from 3rd to 1st to take Privet's spot at 1st, and into the game to play 3rd is Kylie Stacy, who started Game 1 at 3rd base. So Stacy will take the spot of Privet in the batting order. Two balls, no strikes to Taylor, who slaps one right back to the pitcher, Nancy Jo Roberts. And a ground out starts the bottom of the 5th. Eight in a row sent down for Nancy Jo Roberts, who has found a groove since the final out of the 3rd. Sent the Eagles down in order in the 4th and is able to retire Taylor to kick off the 5th. Now faces Macy Hughes for the 3rd time today. Hughes walked and scored later in that 1st inning. off Bailey's bases clearing double, and then Hughes also singled in the second in her 2 plate appearances in game number 2. Takes a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike to Hughes. .3-1 is grounded to third. It pops out of the glove of Stacy, and a late throw over. Not in time. An infield single for Macy Hughes, her 3rd hit of the day, 2nd of game number 2, and the Eagles have a base runner with 1 out. That ends the streak of 8 straight sent down by Nancy Jo Roberts. That'll bring up Macaulay Bailey to the plate. The freshman with 4 hits and golfs one in to center field. The shortstop Lewis ranges back, calls off the center fielder McCraw to make the catch for the 2nd out. Now 2 gone in the 5th for Hayden Dye. 0 for 5 in the 2 games combined today. Does have an RBI walk that kicked off the scoring this season for Carson-Newman in game number 1. Still looking for her first hit, though, as she takes ball 1. 1-0 from Roberts, who's fouled back. Just joining us, the Eagles wasted no time in the first inning of this game to score 4 runs. Bailey's 3-run double down the left field line scored 3 in that first inning after the Eagles were able to load the bases off 2 singles and a walk in that first inning. Mary Vandergriff capped the scoring in that first with a single to center to score Macaulay Bailey after she was on base after the double. The Eagles have been blanked since. The offense has cooled off. They had 5 hits in that first inning, just 2 hits since. One that came in this inning off the bat of Macy Hughes. Pop fly in the infield. Lewis calls everyone off, makes the catch to retire the side. We're through 5. It's 4-1. Nancy Jo Roberts keeping the Mountain Lions in it. The Eagles back to work on defense, leading by 3 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Top of the 6th inning here at the Vic. It's 4-1 Carson-Newman. Eagles have held on and have played good defense paired with solid pitching from another freshman, Riley Sykes, through 5 innings to have the 3-run advantage. Certainly, Michael Graves would probably like a few more runs added offensively to help create a cushion, but defense and pitching have only allowed one Mountain Lions run to keep this at a 3-run lead for the Eagles. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Mountain Lions, and Klein takes low for ball number 1. Klein and Lewis have been the story for Concord in Game 2. They're a combined 5 for 5. Klein will ground one left side, fielded cleanly by Dyer, throw across to Hughes in time for out number 1. First time Klein has been retired in game number 2, and by Sykes, and there's one out in the 6th. Going to bring Sarah Thompson to the plate. The team's best hitter from 2022 is 0 for today. At the plate, hit 3rd in the lineup in game 1. Is hit 5th here in game 2, but has not been able to reach base yet. Has an opportunity here to start something for Concord in the 6th. With the team trailing by 3. Eagles' Game 1 victory earlier today improved them to 33-3 all-time in season openers. And now back-to-back years, the group has won season openers, 20-1 in home openers. All thanks to the 7-run performance earlier today. Offensively paired with the complete game effort from Gaddis, the freshman. Riley Gaddis in the circle. And so far, fellow freshman and fellow Riley has got the job done in game 2. 5 1/3 with 6 hits allowed. Just 1 run. It's an earned run. No free passes and 3 strikeouts. And that's the key. No free passes allowed by either Carson-Newman pitcher, Gaddis or Sykes today. In danger of it here, though. 3 balls and a strike to Thompson, who fouls one back. And the count runs full. Three balls and 2 strikes with an out in the top of the 6th inning. Sykes winds and delivers the pitch. Called strike 3. Thompson watches it go by for a called strike 3. 4th strikeout for Sykes, and there's 2 outs in the 6th inning. Four straight batters retired for the freshman Sykes, who will face McCraw with 2 gone. And the center fielder fouls the pitch over top of the press box and out of play. 4 strike 1. One pitch is fisted softly in front of the pitcher, Sykes, who throws the first, not in time. Holt went over to cover with Hughes charging on the softly hit ball just beyond home plate. But the throw from the pitcher, Sykes, was not in time, and that is a base hit. First hit this year for Kayla McCraw, and the 7th hit for the Mountain Lions in Game 2 today. And they've got a 2-out base runner. That'll bring Morgan Gleason to the plate, who's 0 for 2. Couple of flyouts for Concord's catcher. Takes strike 1. Mountain Lions are 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Eagles, on the flip side, are 3 for 6. But this Concord team's got 4 of its 7 hits with 2 outs, so they have been able to string some things together late in innings, but have only managed 1 run to show for, despite tying the Eagles at 7 hits apiece. 1-1 to Gleason. Drops in low for ball 2. Two balls and a strike with 2 gone in the 6th inning. Sykes misses high for ball 3. Freshman pitcher Sykes up to 100 pitches after ball 3. She gets ready to wind pitch 101. 3-1 is a swing and a miss by Gleason, strike 2. Second full count of this 6th inning. Sykes was able to strike out Thompson and trying to do the same to Gleason here. A 3-2. Called strike 3. Sykes with her 2nd K of the inning, 5th of the game. And that strands a runner at first. 1 hit, 1 runner left. No runs in the inning. To the bottom half of the 6th. The Eagles lead 4-1. Looking for some insurance heading to the bottom half of the 6th into the 7th. After this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Carson-Newman leads it 4-1. In game 1 earlier today, the Eagles led 5-1 heading to the bottom of the 6th. Got a couple of runs in that bottom of the half of the 6th to help create just a little bit of extra cushion en route to a 7-1 victory. Same task here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Trying to get a couple of runs for Riley Sykes to work with in the final 3 outs in the 7th inning to get. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Eagles as Brooke Adisovsky takes a couple of pitches, 4 balls, 2-0, and now 3-0. Give credit to Nancy Jo Roberts, who has responded after that 4-run first inning. It looked like the floodgates had opened up early offensively for Carson-Newman. They were going to run away with the second game of the doubleheader, but Roberts has responded. There has not been any offense for the Mountain Lions to really speak of. So here's a ball hit out toward right, a diving effort, and holding on to it is the right fielder, Delaney Folk, for the first out. Both teams have made some diving and stellar plays out there in the field, and Folk robs Carson-Newman's third baseman of a base hit for the first out of the inning. But Roberts, since that first inning, has just allowed 2 hits, 0 runs, and a pair of strikeouts. She's done her part, but the bats have not been there when Concord has needed it in order to trim this Eagles lead. Strike one, and now a foul ball by the catcher, Warder. And Roberts is ahead, had no balls and 2 strikes. The highlight for Roberts was that 4th inning, a 3-pitch inning to send the Eagles down in order. Breaking ball low to Warder. That misses low for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes with an out in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 1-2. Tapped down the third base line, but foul. Warder hustling up the line with a beat to throw, but the ball had ventured out of play. So she'll head back into the batter's box. Looking to reach base for the first time today. Catcher giving way to Bailey to catch the first game. Got the start in game number 2 behind the dish. She'll foul another ball off the end of the bat to stay alive at 1-2. Another 1-2. It's just a little bit low to Warder. Ball number 2. Vandergriff waits on deck for Carson-Newman in the 8th spot. 2-2 offering. It bounced in there, and quality at bat here for Warder, who has been able to work the count full now. Roberts a look in, and the 3-2 is lined into right center field for a base hit. It runs all the way to the wall. Warder rounding second. She's thinking 3, and she'll stand up at third with a 1-out triple. A quality AB from Carson-Newman's catcher, Kennedy Warder. Works the count full and lines one into right center field and records a triple with 1 out. She had 2 triples a season ago and records 1 here in her first game of 2023. First pitch swinging is Vandergriff. This is a pop-up in the infield to Lewis, who secures it for the 2nd out. Vandergriff falls to 1 for 3 at the plate, and now the 9-hitter will be a pinch hitter. It'll be Skylar Jacob, a freshman infielder, to get her first opportunity of the season. She'll replace Carmen Holt at the dish. Holt was 0 for 2, and will be pinched hit for here by Jacob, who is from Richmond, Kentucky, a transfer from Western Kentucky. Played her high school softball at Madison Central, hit above 500 while driving in over 40 runs batted in as a senior. She'll get her first opportunity here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Another freshman that has seen the field today for Michael Graves' team. Ground ball right side off a couple of hops. It's fielded. The throw to first in time. Raines had to range to her right. Was able to throw back across her body to the first baseman, Thompson, for the 3rd out. To the 7th, the Eagles need 3 outs to start the 2023 season 2-0. Find out if they can get these 3 outs and maintain the lead after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
All right, back for the 7th inning. Eagles 3 outs away from a 2-0 start to the 2023 season. Trying to hold Concord to just 1 run in both games today. Defense and quality pitching has been the story for Carson-Newman, particularly after the onslaught of runs in the first inning. Scored 4 in the first. Since then, it's been about the defense and the pitching of Riley Sykes here in the second of a doubleheader at the Vic, and a first pitch strike delivered in to Delaney Falk. 8-9-1, so Sykes will have to face the hot-hitting Lacey Lewis, who's 3 for 3 at the plate at the top of the order. It's just whether or not Concord can get anything before that offensively and get runners on base before she steps in. Falk is 1 for 1 today. A 2-out triple in the second inning and a strikeout in the fourth. 1-1. It's a strike. One ball and 2 strikes with no gone in the top of the 7th. Leadoff hitter is Falk, and she swings and misses. Strike 3. 6th strikeout for the freshman Riley Sykes, and there's 1 out. Eagles closing in on a second victory today. Trying to begin the year 2-0, just like last year. They swept Lees McRae in a doubleheader. Trying to do it again here in the home opener against Concord. First pitch into Campbell. That's not Campbell. That's a pinch hitter for Concord. Looks like 21, Micaiah Pullum. She pinched hit earlier today. And struck out. The 0-1. Swing and a miss again. Strike 2. Two wind from Sykes, swing and a miss. Pullum chases the high heat, and Carson-Newman's down, needing just 1 more out for win number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sykes. Make that 4 consecutive strikeouts for the freshman. After she entered the 6th with only 3, she's up to 7. Now Lacey Lewis, who's been the only player that Sykes has not been able to record an out on yet. Lewis is a perfect 3 for 3 at the plate and 4 for 6 today. First pitch to Lewis. Breaks in there and low for ball 1. Lewis singled in the first, singled in the third, later scored the Mountain Lions' only run, and then doubled in the 5th and was stranded there at second base in the 5th. 1-0 is a strike. Sykes will look into her catcher Warder, and another Pitch that into Lewis, a 1-1 outside. For ball number 2. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs in the 7th. Softly hit ground ball foul as the second baseman Lewis is well ahead of the pitch from Sykes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Mountain Lions down to their final strike here this afternoon. Sykes' 2-2 pitch. Fisted to the left side. Dye can't scoop it up off the turf. No throw made. And Lewis reaches base for the 4th consecutive time. An infield single for Lacey Lewis. How about a 4-for-4 effort for her at the dish in game number 2? Certainly not the hit she wanted, but it's the one she got, and it extends the game for the Mountain Lions. They'll bring Kylie Stacy to the plate for the first time in game number 2. And the lefty takes low for ball 1. Stacy was the leadoff hitter in game 1 and went 0 for 3. Did not draw the start in game 2. Came on as a defensive replacement for Privet. And now gets the opportunity to swing the bat. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One pitch is outside, ball 2. Two one, softly hit back to Sykes. The throw to first in time, and Carson-Newman is victorious in the second game of the doubleheader, sweeping the Mountain Lions 7-1 and 4-1 in the second game. 8-hit effort for Michael Graves' team to get win number 2 and sweep the doubleheader of the Concord Mountain Lions. The Eagles are back at the Vic on March 1st. They'll host Coker in a doubleheader starting at 12 and 2. We'll talk to you from the Vic then. For so long, Andrew Rogers signing off here on Flow Sports and the Eagle Sports Network.